Today, we share 5 Macklin Celebrini hidden gems under $500. Talk to Grant about buying a $300,000 Gretzky card. And is Gavin McKenna slipping down the draft rankings? Welcome back to episode 364 of the Hockey Cards Gongshow podcast.
It's your friendly neighborhood hockey-loving goofballs. Welcome to the Gong Show.
Hello, Baba Louie. Hello, Philip. How are you guys doing?
Great.
You
Oh,
Tony
now
the Tiger?
I want Frosted Flakes now.
Yeah. They're great.
Things are good.
Things
Things are good.
Anything
Weird
to
day,
report, or do we just talk about hockey cards?
I had a weird day. I had a very financially prosperous morning with my accountant. Thank you, Samantha.
Oh.
Yeah. And
So everything worked out like we had surmised it might?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
And
Good for
then
you.
some. Yeah, Josh, to the good listener, Josh gave me some very good adult business advice of my self-proprietorship, because I used to be a corporation. Anyways, blah, 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 blah. It worked out really well for Phil, so big win. And then I found out my dad got in a fender bender yesterday in Montreal, and he's okay physically, but he doesn't like leaving the house much. So when he does, he got schmuckered. So I don't think he's gonna be leaving the house for the next 30 years. So I'll have to keep an eye on the old man there. Yeah.
No, sorry to hear that, man.
That's okay. I called you. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Calm me down. Thank you. I appreciate it. Well, I almost had to cancel tonight, right?
Yeah. Well, we're going to have California Dave was going to be our emergency backup podcaster, our EPUB.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate that, boys. Thank you.
Yeah. All right, you're here. You get into a car accident today, Louis, or is everything okay?
Oh, brother, my life's a car wreck.
It's not funny. Josh, you shouldn't be laughing.
Yeah.
No. Well,
No. Good day. Had a good day.
well, I have some good news.
Oh, you're pregnant?
It's yours. And
Oh,
Phil.
it's going to be
Again?
a sucker
I don't want to explain how.
You can't suck any more money, child support out of me, buddy.
Who's got 5 kids to feed?
Talk to my lawyer. I don't know. After a long-waited... Oh, wait. Gongshow Reloaded is in the building. It is officially on sale. Go to gongshowreloaded.com. You were asking for the website earlier, Louis. There you go.
What about
Gongshowreloaded.com is
right
live.
now?
You can get your boxes. And we're very, very excited. This is our first series of 2026. We hope to do it every other month. There's 250 boxes. Single boxes run $220 USD. You can get 10 box cases for $2,200 US dollars. There is a case hit. We did move to that format just to make sure that all the cards are spread out and it's even Steven and fair. Remember that the complete checklist is available right now on hockeychecklist.com. Every card has a photo of the exact card in the series, so you can nowhere to hide, I guess, from us. And we've worked very, very hard with our friends at AMG to source some amazing cards. We're very, very proud of this. Can't wait to see people's hits when they open their boxes. We get nervous when people try to open them in front of us. It's
Can't watch.
because
Can't watch.
We just
No.
want people to be happy, right?
No.
That's our...
Well, there's not everyone's going to be. It was all 1 out of 100 not happy is excellent, and we have better odds than that. But
Sure.
yeah, it's horrible. I can't watch. I dribble. It's too much.
So good luck on your boxes when you get them. And we can't wait to start working on volume 2 for 2026 as well. So again, gongshowreloaded.com. Philip, what's going down tomorrow night on Friday Nights of Phil?
No plan, no script, no filter. That's what's going on. Thank you, Louis. Save my bacon there. We have a great guest. We have Riley from Laffer Car. No, wait, crap. He's not a guest. He's
doing the
he's on
Slab
with
Sharks.
us. He's with us tonight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we don't have a guest. I'm mixing up my days here. I'm having a great winter. And
What planet are you on right now, Phil?
I don't know. This complete no alcohol, no nothing. Decaf coffee. I don't even have a caffeine. I told you I was hyper before we started.
Yeah.
But
I
okay.
haven't had tobacco in 3 days.
Oh, that's good, Louis. That's what we should focus on. Louis I'm gonna write that and put it on the fridge. That's good.
Yeah,
man.
you were doing Louise in the process of giving up the chewing tobacco, which is horrible for you, and I've been worried about that for a long time. And so
That's awesome. Chew's great. I mean, other than the health thing, it's great, man. Sorry, Louis, I'm not helping.
But it's kind of the worst thing for health, right? It's almost like a guarantee to get a bad outcome, right? That's what I've always understood.
You're cutting a hole in your lip. It doesn't really go well. I mean, putting a hole in your nose or your lip or septum are all no-goes for me now.
How is it going, Louis? Are you ready to kill somebody, or are you feeling okay?
I'm fine.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
I'm
you
cheating.
got they have
the-
like nicotine alternatives now, right? So that helps.
Yes, sir.
You could get a what do they call douche flute like me? You like vaping.
I had one of those, and it was like a freaking pacifier. I can't.
I
do that.
know it's my biggest weakness, and
That's my
very
favorite term ever is a douche flute for a.
well, it's accurate. No, I'm very aware. I look like a moron.
Yeah.
Very aware.
Never once have tried that.
Don't. There's nothing. It's just like Dave. He's like, I don't know. Should I be getting drunk in my older age? Like after he's a Mormon?
Nah.
No, you miss nothing. I don't have. No, you. I mean, I have some fun stories, but other than that, it's no. There's no reason. Hit the gym. Let's wake up early. 5 a.m. club. Let's go. Let's have lots of fun.
Well, good job by you, Baba Louie. Way to take care of your health in that regard.
That's awesome, Louis. Keep it up, man. That's tough.
But-
3 weeks. It's the 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months. You got to. Those are the 3 milestones. You know.
But yeah, sorry, I cut you off with that.
I wasn't saying anything.
Oh,
Okay. Quickly, before we get started, a reminder that our show, this show, the Hockey Cards Gongshow podcast, is a Patreon podcast. That means we rely on the support of the good listener and the good watcher to help us cover show expenses, to produce what we hope to be more and better hockey card content, and then fund initiatives in a small way to grow the hobby. You can still be one of the first 999 supporters, get the Future Watch Gonger title. You get access to our Discord, our exclusive Behind the Bench show with our good buddy Irish Flyers collector.
Oh, looky. Mhm.
Looky, Expo Mom or Neil, as we like to call him. We did make his Young Guns Part 1 overview. What's wrong, Louis? Oh, yeah, Louis was not happy because
no, still not.
Louis was like drinking heavily and when he was doing his slides on that one or something like that. But that is public on our YouTube. Feel free to watch it, get good information on the history of Young Guns, and then make fun of Louis because he can't spell in slides.
Well, it was never supposed to go public.
Well, it was in our Discord. So
That's a bad one. Yeah, it took me a few seconds.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Support
Do you think he asked if this is a good idea? No.
Well, I
That's
assume if we published it that it's good to go.
If
There we
only
go.
they had this like automatic spell check thing. It's crazy.
Okay.
That killed me.
Enough on that. If you want to support our show and make fun of our slides and everything else we do, you can just go to our website, hockeycardsgongshow.com, click on the Become a Patron link at the top of the page, or go to Patreon directly, patreon.com, search for Hockey Cards Gong Show. There's a link in the show description, both YouTube and podcast apps, and our Instagram and TikTok profiles too. The venerable, honorable, and huggable Baba Louie, we have 2 new patrons since our last show that we're going to let you shout out right now.
Two.
Two.
First one, D. Myers. Thank you, sir.
All right. Yeah.
Stepping
All
up
right.
to the plate. And the West Dub.
The West Dub.
Not the.
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 I don't know. Yeah, okay. Maybe that's what it is. Or the Hughes dub. No, that's
Fuse Dub?
No,
Fuse
no.
Dub.
I'm seeing letters that aren't there. Let's keep
I'm
going.
shocked.
It's the word the, Lloyd. It's okay.
Tehe. That's the. Yeah.
All right, Baba Louie, what's the game plan for today?
Oh boy. Starting off with get to know your Hall of Famers. After that, we're going to jump into 5 Celebrini pickups under $500, since hardly anything is anymore. Then it's some hobby news. After that, it's some new product releases. And we follow up with personal pickups, which should be fun.
It
No
always is.
Phil.
What?
No
What?
personal pickup today.
Oh.
No pickups today. No.
Phil just got good financial news. That means he'll
Yeah.
be irresponsible and buy lots of
Yeah.
hockey cards for personal pickups. We know what's going to
Yeah.
happen. We know.
All right. Let's learn about Frank.
Right.
Let's
Slap Sharks
get
is tonight, so he'll be spending it.
Yeah. Let's get started with a Get to Know Your Hall of Famer series where we are profiling every Hockey Hall of Fame player. We started with the first Hall of Fame class that was elected in 1945 and have since been working our way to the present day. Today, we're profiling a Hall of Famer that is a Minnesota native.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's kind of nice, right?
Evelyn, right?
It's good. It's good for you guys.
Yeah. It's our first one. Now, you've had about 800 Ottawa natives to this point, so it's about 800 to 1. But we'll
Is
take
Minnesota, is the state, is there like northern Minnesotans are tougher than the south because the weather's
of course.
Okay, I knew it. Yeah. Simple
course.
folk.
Don't talk silliness. Everybody knows that the Iron Range is where God's chosen people are from, like myself and today's Hockey Hall of Famer, Frank Brimsek, who's from the Iron Range as well.
I love it. Be proud. Absolutely, Madigan. Good for
There's a
you.
lot of envy for people like Baba Louie about the fact, like, I'm from the Lord's country.
So is it my grandfather's my grandmother is from Sparta, and it's everyone's like, oh, you're Spartan. Or, yeah, no, I know, but Sparta's like a really big city now. It's not what you think, you know. My grandfather's actually from a very tough village called Daphne, but
Yeah.
anyways, I understand the having pride from where you live. I think is important and good if it's in a healthy way.
Hey, guess what, Phil? This might surprise you.
What?
Even though he's from Minnesota, don't know him.
Who? Frank?
Yeah.
Ooh.
We're gonna learn about him though.
And we're going to learn about
Madigan's duty.
Francis Charles Mr. Zero Brimsek lived from 1913 until passing away at the age of 85 in 1998. He was born and died on the Iron Range of northern Minnesota, where I'm from. Frank was born in Evelyn, the home of the U.S. Hockey Hall of Fame, which is as impressive as you'd assume it to be.
Oh, yeah.
And he passed away a few miles down the road in Virginia. Frank was a goalie, played at 5'9", 170 pounds, and in a career that lasted from 1938 until 1950, Brimsek played for the Chicago Blackhawks and the Boston Bruins. Yeah?
Yeah, that's me. I'm 5'9", 170 right now. Well, maybe like 175, but that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Frank, Phil, yeah, it's good.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now, did you win the Calder Memorial Trophy in
Yeah.
1939? I don't think so.
No, but I won the Ontario Eastern Discus Champion in grade 7. Yeah.
Wow, your parents must have been so proud. Do you still have the trophy?
My parents proud. I don't even think they would remember that. No, it was a medal. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
All right. He was an NHL first All-Star team selection in 1939 and 1942 and a 5-time NHL second All-Star team selection. Won the Stanley Cup twice in 1939 and 1941. Was also a 2-time Vezina winner in 1939 and 1942. And during his career, Brimsek played in 514 regular season games, posted a record of 252, 182, and 80, and a 2.70 goals against average. In 68 playoff games, he had a record of 32 and 36 with a 2.54 goals against. After his career, Brimsek returned to Minnesota, took a job as a railroad engineer, and maybe got to know our good friend, Canada's Yosemite Sam Carter.
Hey.
He kind of has got a Jean-Claude Van Damme look to him there, eh?
Yeah, a little bit.
Bloodsport. Yeah.
Can he do like the splits on 2 chairs?
I don't know. Frank looks pretty nimble. He's a goalie. Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Well, that just blew my crotch out without even trying. Too late, Josh.
Josh, don't do an audio thing. You're way too late. Way too late.
We're past.
Yeah. No,
I can't help it.
Funny how you and I, Louis, just knew it, right?
I know.
Okay. Frank. He was the first American goalie elected to the Hockey Hall of Fame in 1966, and Brimsek was named to the Hockey News list of 100 greatest NHL players in 1998.
American born.
American born.
Get it right. You got to say
All right.
that.
All right.
Brett Hull.
4th of July. Settle down. Come on. Let Josh finish.
In 2023, Brimsek was named to the Bruins All-Centennial team and is one of the top 100 Bruins of all time. Why you should care about Frank Brimsek. He grew up in Evelyn, Minnesota, developed as a goalie in a state that was already producing NHL caliber netminders long before the American goalie pipeline was a normal thing. Is it a normal thing? Yeah, probably. USA.
Okay. If Josh is wearing a hoodie that says USA on it that he got for $40 because he's a cheapskate. That he told me
$48.
Is that Nike? Kinda.
Kinda
Nike.
It's Nietzsche.
Nietzsche.
He played early organized hockey in Minnesota before climbing into the pro opportunities through minor league system rather than stepping directly into the NHL. In the mid-1930s, he grinded in the Eastern Amateur Hockey League, then moved onto higher level minor league hockey, building a resume as a steady, low goals goalie. By the time Boston needed help in net, he was already established enough in the minors to be a credible call-up rather than a pure long shot. The Bruins' opening came when Tiny Thompson got hurt in the 1938-39 season, and Brimsek was brought up from Providence to cover the crease. His first appearance as Boston's starting goalie, including a 2-0 loss to Montreal on December 1st, 1938, an inauspicious start that didn't hint at what was coming next. I don't know how we're going to get through this show.
I don't know.
Immediately after, he flipped the narrative with shutouts, turning skepticism into belief almost overnight as he started stacking zeros on the board. The Mr. Zero nickname stuck because he recorded 6 shutouts in his first 7 games. A start so extreme that writers and fans basically had no other label for it. During that early run, he set a shutout sequence mark at 231 minutes, 54 seconds, one of the signature numbers tied to his legend. It's pretty impressive.
Big number, big accomplishment, man.
By season's end in 1938-39, he didn't just have a hot streak, he led the league in key goaltending categories, including 10 shutouts, while Boston finished first, and he took major hardware. The trophies matched the results. He won the Calder Trophy, also captured the Vezina that season. In the 1939 playoffs, he stayed central to Boston's cup run, especially as the Bruins survived a bruising 7-game series with the Rangers to reach the final. In the 1939 Stanley Cup final, Boston beat Toronto 4-1, and Brimsek led the Leafs to 6 goals in 5 games. What? I'm making myself laugh. Which is why his name always attached to that series. He remained a top-tier NHL starter through the early 1940s, and Boston won another championship in 1941, giving him 2 cup rings in his Bruins prime. He added a second Vezina trophy in 1942, reinforcing that his rookie year wasn't a one-off. He was elite across multiple seasons. World War II interrupted his NHL career. He served in the U.S. Coast Guard, including time playing with the Coast Guard Cutters team while in service. His Coast Guard service extended beyond just being enlisted. Accounts note he was present in Tokyo Bay around the time of Japan's surrender, tying his story directly to that moment in 1945. When he returned to the Bruins post-war, Boston still made deep runs, including a trip to the Stanley Cup final in 1946, even as the league and rosters were reshaped by the war years. Late in his Bruins tenure, he was still prominent enough to be part of the league showcase era. He played in the inaugural NHL All-Star Game in 1947. After 1948-49 season, he asked to be moved closer to home and was dealt to Chicago Blackhawks in 1949. In his lone Chicago season, 49-50, he handled the massive workload, going 22, 38, and 10 before retiring in 1950. So Frank Brimsek's rookie card is in the 1939 O-Pee-Chee V301-1 set. We've been seeing this card a lot lately, as this is the era we've been covering and Get to Know Your Hall of Famers. It's the oversized, postcard-y, photo-y, weird glow type card. Number 97. We're looking at the highest seller on YouTube. It's a PSA 7.5, sold for $1,891 US in March 2020. And crazily enough, that's it for Frank Brimsek Playing Days cards. Beyond the oversized 1939 rookie, we thankfully, of course, have the Cardophilium set. You can pick up a Brimsek in the 1985 Cardophilium, card number 124, where the highest selling copy is this PSA 8, sold for $40 in October 2024.
He looks like a movie star.
Yeah.
He's got a real Hollywood.
Kind of looks like
vibe.
Brad Pitt there.
Yeah, a little bit. I was going to say not Bugsy Siegel, Warren Beatty. Yeah, he's got a Warren Beatty.
Beatty?
Warren
Beatty? Beatty? I don't know. Beatty.
Beatty.
Beatty. Warren Beatty.
Well, that boy is your Hockey Hall of Famer, Frank Brimsek, Evelyn, Minnesota.
Wow. What a guy.
Nice. Thanks, Josh.
Yeah. It's actually a great high school documentary that came out in the last couple of years about Evelyn and how their program was folded into Virginia, I believe. And they had a long, storied history, and it was sort of painful. But what's happening on the Iron Range is the mines continue to struggle and schools are consolidating. It's worth watching if you're into hockey. And I hope you are if you're watching the show or listening. Be weird. Maybe you're just like attracted to Baba Louie.
Yeah.
Could happen.
Also peculiar. Yeah.
Okay.
No, not that. Well, whatever. That came out wrong.
Too
Or
late.
funny. Yeah.
A week or so ago on this show, we were talking about the Macklin Celebrini market, and we covered some pitfalls or stay away cards, both specific cards and then cards that in general we don't think will have legs in the long term, because it is a hobby palooza, it is Macklin mania, and everyone's lost their mind. At the time, I teased that we would, in the future, which is today, provide some options that won't completely break the bank if you can't stop, won't stop getting in on the Celebrini chase. Now, anyone can find a $10,000 and above options. Phil had a financial windfall today. I'm sure he's already bought 3.
No. Just one.
A taller task, though, are to find options on maybe the lower end, the everyman's budget, which we all fall into that category. With the Celebrini market, of course, being nutty, there's not going to be anything for $20 or less. Sorry, folks. So I think the $500 and below threshold was a more realistic option. And the 5 picks that I came up with, I believe, are in the $200 to $500 range. And the idea here is these are maybe good options, just my ideas, of cards that could get you into the Celebrini game and could maybe, if he pans out, have long-term potential as still being regarded as good cards down the road. With that being said, here are my 5 picks of Celebrini cards you can consider that should cost you less than $500 US. We'll call them maybe Macklin Celebrini hidden gems.
Josh's hidden Macklin Celebrini gems.
Oh, we'll see if you guys agree.
Yes.
Oh, I'm shoot it down or I'll build it up.
You'll shoot it. You will, because you
Don't be so
can't
negative.
stand
Come
the
on.
fact that have better card taste than you, that you will get bitter and shoot down my picks.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. Stop procrastinating. What do you got?
I'll babysit. I'm in the middle.
The first option I went with is a 24-25 Fleer Ultra Platinum Medallions out of 100.
Safe pick.
Raw. The highest January sale was $471 US on January 10th. It's a rookie card, of course. It's out of 100, so that helps. These are very nice looking cards, better in hand, and they have a decent following and chase and cachet. And there's people are big fans of these cards, so I think if you can get one for under $500, that it's a good card for down the road.
I agree.
Now, you do agree.
I do, Joshua.
right.
Yes. I give you my blessing.
Okay. The second card I've mentioned recently too is my sneaky O-Pee-Chee Platinum Parallel. It's a red prism, and so this is a 24-25 O-Pee-Chee Platinum Marquee Rookie Red Prism. It's out of 199. I call it the value parallel because 199 it's kind of the 3 little bears and the porridge. It's not super hot, but it's not super cold either. It's kind of just right if you're on a budget. And I think that there are some Red Prism Parallel, I believe, debuted or debuted, depending on how you pronounce it, in 2016 with Austin Matthews, and those go for over $1,000 now. So there can be some legs to it. There have been, I think, 5 sales this month, and the prices range from $367 US on the low end to $391 on the high end.
Good pick. Better than your first pick, I think.
Okay.
It's more known. It's more people. It's more recognizable.
What do you think, Louis? This
I
one that
love
you
it.
would.
Yep. This is Heischer's first red too, so
Oh yeah. The next one, we'll see if you like, Phil. This one could be a little out there, but I like it. It's a 24-25 Tim Hortons top draft pick raw.
I like it. Madigan, that's coming out. I did not think you were going to pick that. Let's hear your reasons.
Super tough odds on these. 1 in 12,000 packs. So these are very rare. I know that Tim Hortons can be a little,
What?
I don't know.
Little what?
I think some people disregard them. Some people love
Oh
them.
yeah,
Some
no,
people-
I get it. Yeah, it's cheesy. It's Mickey Mouse. It's for kids. Yeah, kick rocks. I love him. Tim Hortons all the way. Fantastic.
But
I
a lot
know
of people
Boomer-
do have a very high affinity for him too, though, and I think that's what stood out to me here, along with the rarity. There's been 2 raw sales this month, one for $3.99 US and the other for $3.70. And again, 1 in 12,000 packs is tough odds, and I think it's a
that's-
great looking card too.
That's a crazy odds. I was gonna say that's a lot of money for a Timmy's card, but you gave a good reason. What, 1 in 12,000 packs?
1 in 12,000 packs.
Yeah, that's a smoke.
That's
That's
awesome.
I like this. This is a hot pick. 3 for 3, Madigan. That's
It's a
good.
great card. So
Timmy's.
Timmy.
the next one might be my favorite. It's a 24/25 O-Pee-Chee paper marquee rookie black rainbow. Oh no! I'm sorry. Shoot, the last one was my favorite.
Yeah.
I like this one too, though. This is a 24/25 Upper Deck Ice Premieres out of 99. I picked this one because of all like the cards that we'll go through, it has probably the most iconic hobby pedigree. We know it's faded recently.
I think people are just saying that. I as part of that time of collecting, it's not. There's no.
I think an
pedigree
Ovechkin
left.
just sold for like 10 grand, Phil.
Yeah, I don't get that. I'll just. I guess I'll
But
see.
but
myself
here's
out.
my point on this one though.
What?
I think they killed the design this year.
Yeah, it's
I
really
think
nice. A little tribal, like you're like what 2004 want their tattoo back, you know?
Oh, I don't know. It's not.
No, it's
yeah.
not. It's
What do you
flowery
say? It looks
enough.
like
I
an
like it.
Affliction T-shirt or something like that. Or isn't that
Oh,
like-
you ruined it. Now that's all I'm gonna think about. It's a nice. Yeah, listen, it's my favorite Ice Premier card in the last 15 years. How about that?
Yeah.
Is that a good answer?
Here's my caveat on this one though. I don't know if this was somebody like what the proper price should be. This one sold for $468, so it's kind of on the high end.
It's all out of whack, man.
And maybe you won't find one for under 500, but if you can, I think it would be a good pickup. So that was my number 4, and the number 5 is my favorite. It's the 24/25 O-Pee-Chee marquee rookie black rainbow out of 100.
Top tier.
And again, this is my favorite pick. There's a long legacy for these black parallels out of 100 with O-Pee-Chee paper. I would say it's probably the most consistently one of the more consistently valued cards in the set. I love like the 2010s, the retro black rainbows, and I've collected many years of these. And so for that reason, I think this card could have legs. And this is the least expensive of all the ones too. Like there's been 2 sales in January right around for $256 and $263 US.
Do you have any honorable mentions?
No, but feel free to add some.
Take a guess what I'm going to say. Okay, you're too long. Parker's Champions, the blue out of 49 auto.
Is that less than 500?
Under 500.
Under 5. How could that not be?
I
one
think
gives a
any
crap about
Macklin
that card.
Celebrini rookie auto is going to be.
Celebrini out of 49, Parker's Champions blue auto. There's no way that card's over $300.
I'm looking it up right now.
Okay.
You got it.
Survey says
Hold on.
the organic
Okay.
interface is slow. On our production meeting.
The last sale was Christmas Eve for $830 US.
No. Parker's Champions
Yeah,
out of
49.
49.
Yep. $830 US.
Well, they were intoxicated. What's the previous one? That doesn't make sense. I don't. That's too much eggnog.
Spiked eggnog, huh?
Oh, it was
Yeah.
back in September before the season started.
What is it? Okay, so it doesn't.
It
count.
was 361 before the.
Even
but
then. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness! Oh, I got to stop talking about the set.
That is a great looking card, though.
Oh my goodness! Listen, good listener, whoever your team is, your player, Parker's Champions blue autos are. It's like the poor man's PMG blue. It's amazing. It's beautiful, even though the PMG doesn't have.
I
the
don't
auto
think
on
you're
it.
getting a 2024 Celebrini auto of any kind for under $500.
It's gone that crazy. Everything just nuts. Why? I might as well look at what Celebrinis I got. I probably have a canvas or two. What's that? That's a few $100.
Young Guns Canvas, they were going for like 1,000.
I would feel guilty selling that if my card. All right.
You're weird. Okay.
Guilty.
Other honorable mentions, if people in the good listener has some, leave them in the comments on YouTube or message us on our socials, because, or in Discord, obviously, too. Let's all band together and come up with the best
Beat the
cards
system. Beat the
that
system.
are affordable.
I'm glad you didn't pick some cheesy showmanship O-Pee-Chee platinum or something, Yeah, well, I don't know.
Want to give good
Why not?
information.
That was good. That was good info. Well, you like bad cards sometimes, but it worked out that way sometimes.
Oh, wow. Thanks.
You're welcome. Okay.
Why do you care? You quit collecting, right?
Yeah.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I said I'm not buying expensive cards. I didn't quit collecting. What are you talking
Well,
about?
you don't believe in the
did.
hobby anymore? You
Would I
quit
say
it?
something in a fit of rage? I could have. I don't know. Whatever. I say hockey is fake 10 times a week. What do you want? That's like, I hate the Senators. I love the Senators. I don't know. Emotional roller coaster. All right, what's next there, boys?
Slab Sharks, the Gong Show partner sponsor, thankful for their support of our show. The weekly Slab Sharks sports auction is live, ends tonight. Join us on the Gong Show YouTube channel starting at 8 p.m. Eastern as we cover the key cards in the auction, act with our typical level of maturity, and have fun mucking it up with the chat. Phil Sylvan from Moncton, and who has a new soul patch. If you haven't checked it out.
He's
You can call it a flavor saver. We know what it's there for.
Flavor, love it.
finding his identity in real time. We're watching. I told him to keep the mustache. Just keep the mustache. Perfect hair, perfect mustache. You just leave it. Be that person for 10 years. Do it.
Oh, well, who's the new soul patch? And myself will be joined by Laffer Cards. It'll be fun.
But his name's Riley.
But his name's Ryan. Yeah.
Yeah. I think he does the breaks for Grant at Whatnot, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. I should
Hey,
probably
what-
know that, but I have no idea. We'll
Whatever
ask him tomorrow. He's
Whatever
great.
happened to that chick he babysat the cat for?
Babysat a cat? Riley?
No, Sylvan.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what you mean.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's way back for you, Phil. So
Oh,
We
yeah.
also need to welcome a new partner that we've added here in the U.S. as part of our mission to help Americans sell their hockey cards. That is our mission. TCG and really any other cards via Slab Sharks. Hat Trick Hobbies. John Hendren and his lovely wife, Megan, will be helping people in the northeast of the US of A. USA. Sell their cards in the biggest weekly hockey auction there is. They'll be at card shows, developing relationships with collectors in that part of the country. So go ahead and follow them on Instagram, hat_trick_hobbies. And they are our first kind of affiliate in the Northeast as we are expanding our reach here in the United States beyond just our podcast. But if you are in any part of the country, you can easily go to the Slab Sharks website, register. It takes like a minute, and send your cards into us through the Gong Show. There's a link in the show description. Of course, Slab Sharks makes it easy to sell your cards on eBay. They do basically all the work, and the whole hockey hobby is tuned in on Thursday nights to see Phil spend all his money. It's the auction that you want your cards in when you're ready to sell. Don't wait to try it out. You will not regret it. For complete consignment information, including payout rates, and to get the process started today, head to slapsharks.com.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. We have a shop that'll take. We're working with the store.
Yeah, he's a vendor.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Vendors, dealers, listen up. Contact us. Let us know. I like how you said that. We're extending our reach. The long arm of the Gong Show. It's a little baby Pinky right now. Help us out.
Yeah, we're like a T-Rex right now.
Yeah, like little T-Rex. Grab my hair. I'm trying. I throw you off, Madigan. Sorry.
Hobby news.
hobby news.
Hobby news.
The Athletic, which is part of the New York Times, the Gray Lady, as they like to call it, recently published an updated prospect rankings for the upcoming 2026 NHL entry draft. I always am interested to see who's moving on up and moving on down to the east side in a deluxe apartment. Right?
Yep, never watched it, but I know what you're talking about.
And throughout the hockey season. And at this point in the process, the Athletic has put 4 skaters in the tippity top tier that could be NHL stars. And I'm going to give a giant spoiler alert. Gavin McKenna is not in the top 3.
Get out of here. Really?
Yeah.
Because he was being lazy bum in the juniors, maybe.
So we're going to review quickly in order of 1 to 4. And these are names that I like to do this because we should all get to know these names a little bit, as they will very likely be at the top of the draft. And who knows, maybe be young guns in 26, 27.
Mm-hmm.
Number 1 is a name that for the last few months, if you follow the whole draft game, has been mentioned a lot. And it's Keaton Verhoff or Verhoff or something. The speculation is that he definitely might go number 1 at this point in next summer's draft. He's a big two-way defenseman, almost 6'4", weighs 210 pounds. According to The Athletic, is as rated an average skater, above average hockey IQ, thank God. Above average compete, and a very high-end shot, heavy from the point, they say. In 22 games this season, he has 6 goals and 17 points for the University of North Dakota. The big knock there. He obviously cannot make a good decision on where to go to college.
No. Never learn.
And the Athletics, I always love these player comps, which their player comp is Seth Jones. I like Seth Jones. He's a good player, but if your team is the number 1 pick in the draft, do you really want the player comp to be... I want it to be Mario Lemieux, not Seth Jones. I'm sorry, Seth. No shade, but... Is this a name in Canada circles that's getting a lot of buzz, Phil?
Yes. I just don't know. I don't have a lot to contribute. I don't... This year I've been paying attention the least to juniors. I'm not too sure. I don't have a value to add here. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What? Say something.
Something.
Okay. We'll go on to number 2.
He's got a cool first name. I don't know.
Keaton.
Yeah.
Michael Keaton. Yeah.
I don't know. Batman, 1989. Great movie. Yeah. Ever Dance with the Devil in the Pale Moonlight?
I really like Michael Keaton, the show he did about the Sackler family and the whole opioid. I forget what it's called. It was on Hulu, but
sounds depressing. Probably skipped it. Yeah, I like Batman stuff.
Ivar Stenberg is from Sweden. He's number 2 in the Athletics rankings. He is described as a dynamic offensive talent. Oh, that piques my interest. Electric, they call them. He currently plays in the Swedish Hockey League. In 29 games, he has 7 goals and 28 points. Not big and mean, they say, but also not afraid, though, to go fight for the puck. Could project to be a top-line winger, and his player comp is Clayton Keller, one of Phil's favorites.
Yeah, my son's favorite. I do like Clayton as well. Every time I watch him play, he stands out. It's not complicated. If a player stands out to you consistently when you watch their team play, I think that's a good player to me.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, Clayton Keller's awesome. I hope Ivor does well.
Number 3 in the rankings is another Canadian, I believe, Chase Reed, who plays for the Sault Ste. Marie Greyhounds in the OHL. Another defenseman, 6'2", 190 pounds. Athletic rates his skating and hockey sense as average, above average in puck skill and compete, and gives him a high-end rating again for shot. In 39 games with the Greyhound this year, he's produced 18 goals and 45 points. That's not bad, above a point per game for a D-man. And the Athletics player comp is Noah Dobson.
Oh, wow. That's pretty good.
Yeah. So you hear any buzz about Chase Reed at all?
Yeah, I know the name. Pretty sure I knew and forgot he was a Sioux. Played for the Sioux, but I mean, I don't know much about him. I just I did not know he'd be compared to Noah Dobson. He seems bigger than Noah Dobson already.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that brings us to number 4, which of course is Gavin McKenna.
I don't know much about him either. Doesn't he? He goes to Penn State. Well, yeah, okay, obviously.
He was bought to go to Penn.
All right. Well, you guys probably know more about him than I do. Yeah.
Yeah, so I believe, Phil, that McKenna is Gavin or Connor Bedard's cousin.
Yeah, there is something there, eh? There is.
I think it's through marriage.
Yeah, I think you're right, Louis. I think it's which is still pretty cool, though. You know, see you at Christmas. All right.
Now, puck skills and hockey IQ were rated highest by the Athletics draft guy Corey Prongman. Received average grades in skating and compete. This is where I can maybe chime in. And I have a disclaimer. I saw him play one game, and we know how dangerous that can be. But I was with California Dave, and we had fun. We went to the World Junior Championships preliminaries to see Team Canada take on Finland, and neither of us were impressed by Gavin McKenna. He looked like totally disinterested. Like he was just gliding around and kind of like sticking
cherry
his stick in
picking, gliding around, or
just
like
not
just
even
floating?
engaged in the game. And when you compared him to like Tij Aginla and Jet Luchenko and some of the Caleb Desnoyer, some of the other guys that were like fighting for country, that was not, on that night at least, Gavin McKenna. So again, one game. Now, interesting too to see the Athletics player comparison as of right now to McKenna. They went with Artemi Panarin.
Wow.
So
Okay.
but he's the big name in the draft, and he seems to be tumbling right now. I don't know. Are any rumblings in Canada about how he's doing or nothing?
No,
really?
I mean, I'm not, like I said before, my finger's not really on the pulse, but his name's still flying around Toronto media anyways, that's for sure.
Sure.
We haven't
For the
heard a whole
record-
bunch of Big Ten talk on him though either, have we, Josh?
He's playing pretty good as of late. So this past weekend, he had a hat trick as the Nittany Lions beat Wisconsin. I think they're ranked number 8 right now. And in 22 games, he has 10 goals and 29 points. So it's not like he isn't producing.
You know what I think's catching up here as an Ottawa Senators fan and someone who's never, I know we have Claude Giroux, and I'm going to talk about maturity and mentorship here, but look at the success of Matthew Schaefer. And what's a big quality? What's a big characteristic of Matthew Schaefer? Poise. Seems to have a type of the strong silent type, an old soul. Maturity is what I'm getting at. Look at Trevor Zegras. He's like it's like, this is, if you believe in reincarnation and you've lived 100 lives, this is Trevor Zegras's number 1, right? And this is Matt Schaefer's 500th. I think a lot of teams. So if Gavin McKenna is looking disinterested playing hockey, if he's not looking professional playing hockey, you're going to drop. And I think maybe that's something that a lot of scouts are looking for in this day and age in social media. And kids are growing up faster and slower than they ever have. I know that sounds odd, but that's how I feel. I feel like my son is very much older than he should be and a lot younger than he should be in certain things. And I think we're seeing that a lot in hockey as well. And I remember a long time ago, I saw Ryan Getzlaf. Trevor Zegras was in front doing a goofy handshake in a teammate line, and the camera caught Ryan Getzlaf in the background, just absolutely from a different generation, looking so confused why these two professional hockey players in front of him were being little goofballs. But I get both points. You want to have fun in hockey. It's not all about blah, blah, blah. But I think we've lost a lot of maturity and professionalism in our sport. And I think if Gavin McKenna I'm not saying that's the reason, but I'm saying that would be a reason he would be dropping, especially with the success of Matthew Schaefer this year.
Yeah. Very well said.
Thanks, man.
Now,
That was good.
I would have preferred you would have said it on camera.
Right.
What? What do you mean?
You're totally off camera.
Oh, am I?
Yeah.
Oh, so I didn't know you put me in 3. I didn't know you put me in 3. I'm big. It hurts my eyes. I'm sorry. Wasn't I doing like this though?
Yeah, your games are leaning out
Oh
of it.
crap! I didn't know you. I don't know. I don't have the Louis monitor station. I got a little stuff.
Yeah, we got to fix that
right.
for you, bud. Okay.
No one they can hear me. It's the words that matter, not the beautiful face.
True that.
Thanks, Louis.
Okay. So that's the top 4 as of right now, according to the Athletic in this summer's NHL draft. We'll see how it shakes out. Willie Nylander was in the news, Phil.
Oh, we're not talking about this.
Oh yeah, we are.
Oh
He
my
has
god. Oh, I don't care. This is great. Yeah, go. You say what you got to say. We'll chat after.
He got into some hot water. Gave him the finger.
Oh no! What are we gonna do?
Oh my God!
There's the
not
children
that.
in their eyes.
The Toronto Maple Leafs injured forward William Nylander got in some hot water for giving the finger to a broadcast camera during Toronto's Sunday game against the Colorado Avalanche.
Oh, this is bad.
Apparently, middle fingers can get a little expensive. As the Toronto forward was fined $5,000 whole dollars by the NHL for his bird flip. Willie was out with a groin pull And when the broadcast cameras showed him in the press box with some teammates, that's when he gave the old one finger salute. A suddenly contrite Nylander had this to say after the incident and fine was issued. He said, "I apologize for my actions yesterday. It was out of frustration, so I'm sorry about that." Oh, very heartfelt. It's like, oh, you're making me apologize? Point me at the camera and let's get this over with.
I'll even who's controlling the world right now? Like, what is going, like, it can't be Chris Johnston. I mean, like, Gord Miller. I guess you guys don't know. Like, these are the moral, righteous police in my country of sports. And I like them. I think they're great sports guys, but there's this like righteous thing, this gotcha moment that has been the currency of everything we read and watch. Okay, is it classless? Absolutely. Is it funny? I don't know. It's funny if you think it's funny. Is it worthy of words like disgusting and children are suffering because of this? There's tweets demanding that he apologize to the cameraman for having to film that. I don't live in that world. I don't know. I don't know what world you live in where you don't think you would see the middle finger. I mean, Sergachev gave it like years ago. Nothing happened. You give your finger to your buddies. Like, it's not classy, but it's trashy, but he didn't kill anyone. No one got a cancer diagnosis. This moral, this I don't know. I'm sorry. It's getting funny. Like, some people need to take a back seat a little bit and in their leadership roles or something. I don't. My opinion, and I'll stand on that hill. I know I upset a lot of people when I asked people to be the best versions of themselves, but
I understand the apology from the sense that, and I don't know how it works in Canada, but in the U.S., like, there's broadcasting laws, like stations are not allowed to legally to do stuff like that, and so if that happens, that the organization is going to make you do a mea culpa and apologize for it. And I'm not disagreeing with anything you say, but I think I've talked to you about this before.
Yeah,
privately.
We're on the same highway, but sometimes we take a little bit of a detour.
I'm always surprised, like, how you care so much about what other people think all the time.
In what regard?
It just bothers you a lot. What other, like, I can agree with everything.
It doesn't bother me what they think about me. I'm getting so much better though, because I'm realizing they've always been there. It's no different. And they were there when our grandparents were our age. They were there when our great grandparents. It's just a different time. And I need to correct you a little bit. I need to work on constantly being surprised that certain people exist. And I think everyone's the same with what I'm about to say. You really don't understand something that you would never do yourself.
Fair.
So would I give the middle finger if I was a professional hockey player to the camera and I was relaxed with my buddies? Absolutely, I would, in the right type of setting. More times than not, maybe I would do it 5 fill times out of 100 fill opportunities. But I get it. So it was a stupid move. But this there's disgust. Like, there's people that are disgusted beyond repair.
I understand that,
and I find that pure comedy. Here's
comedy. Okay.
Yeah.
Here's the way I look at this, though. Like, if you think of all the people in the world, there's a spectrum of beliefs and ideals and values and opinions, right? We'll call it opinion. This opinion, right? And the internet. So on each side of the spectrum is like the most like radical 5%
extreme
of the extreme of each way.
Yeah, we hate both sides.
That's the entirety of who comments online 95% of the time.
So why does it shock me every time? Why
does it shock you?
I don't know.
It's always the crazy people. Anyway.
You know why? Because so I mentioned this guy, Chris Johnston. He's a big reporter. Some people really don't like him. Some people really like him. I'm impartial. It blows my mind that this man can be so successful and say, like, I don't know. I'm not going to explain myself, right? It just, I get when it's mainstream. I think it blows my mind when I know 90% of people don't care. Like, they just don't care. So why does this steal all the headlines?
Exactly.
It's not reality, and it blows my mind. It's not reality. This is not, if you don't give the middle finger to your buddies when you are chilling, And I know, listen, I know that's not what he did. I know he gave it to the camera. I'm just simplifying it. If you don't smack your wife's butt a little bit, or if you don't like shoot the poop with your boys, I don't get that. And that's fine. I get what you're saying, Josh. There's different people with all walks of life. But I'm on the Gong Show, and I'm me, and I've had my life. So I'm going to laugh at the things I think are silly. And I think people that are laughing
like
are
this.
people that are very upset. I don't mean people that think it's classless. I also think it's classless. I don't care, though. Like, 10 seconds, I would chuckle and laugh. And me, I'll look for any
move on.
I would look for any excuse to rip the blue team. You know me. Any excuse. I could never even pretend to use this against them. Does that make better sense?
Well,
it would never cross my mind to use that. Maybe as a joke, like I wouldn't even know how to use it.
I think though that there, and this is not a dig. This is just an observation. I think that there's some part of you that gets energized or by dwelling in the comments. Like, and I've told you this before too privately. I never look at comments. Like I never ever.
I don't look at or not our comments. You're saying other like because
like if I see a post, I read the post, but I never go into the comment. It must not interest me, I guess. And so I never even see.
Yeah,
I'm
not addicted. I do have a hobby of being addicted to being surprised people are on this planet that say certain things. I mean, I say crazy things, and I bartended for 19 years. What's wrong with me? I filled my quota of talking to strangers.
Oh yeah, talk about seeing every walk of life. Like
every walk of life. I could write 3 books about bar life, and they'd be great. I have great, fantastic stories that are horrible and funny, and yet the internet is. I feel like life should have gotten smarter and easier as I got older, and I guess. I don't know. I'm silly. Yeah. I'm optimistic. I'm a grand optimist.
I just drives me nuts that the minute population of people that care make a little stink about something and it blows up into something big. I'd see this, chuckle, probably shouldn't have done that. Move on.
Exactly.
No, you got others out there. Oh my God, he's got to issue an apology. That was completely wrong. We got kids watching and all this other stuff. Well, guess what, people? You got kids watching? I bet you most of them don't know what it was and aren't even going to bat an eye at it. And the ones that are old enough to know what it was are going to be like, that was funny. Move on.
As a father of an 18-year-old, I don't think parents have any clue. My son's vocabulary was enormous at 10 years old. Mm-hmm. And him and his friends, the things school's very different. Kids are sharp, man. They might not be as life smart as we were as latchkey kids and whatnot, but they're all the information is at their fingertips, and it has been for over 10 years.
Right. And the middle finger is not going to hurt you. It's not going to ruin your life.
The middle finger is not scaring any listen, but Louis, these people will never go away. I don't know when these people got positions of to announce these things. Does that make sense? Like, okay, here's a good example. I know maybe I'm not getting off topic, but a little bit off topic. When I managed the downtown restaurant, a lot of girls and women, whatever, would be in University of Ottawa or Carleton University, and they would take a lot of programs. I will not say her name just in case her husband's listening to this, but one of the women there was about 28, 29. She caused all the problems all the time, constantly, nonstop. The schedule's not good enough. Her skirt's not long enough, or just such a headache. And she worked there for like 2 years. She is an assistant director thingy at criminology at the University of Ottawa now. She rose to the ranks so fast. So that's kind of, so I could only imagine the headaches she's giving her bosses and the staff at the university. How did that happen? There's no way in the world I knew that was going to happen with this girl. We'll call her Lisa. How did Lisa? So when I see prominent figures disgusted and appalled by Nylander and there's no place for this in hockey. This is disgusting. This needs to be out. I guarantee you there's at least 3 Canadians writing a book about this right now. Well, that's what I'm saying. How did those people get in those positions to broadcast this national outrage that does not exist? It does not exist. One person out of 100 listening to this right now is really mad at what Louis and Phil are saying. I think, well, I hope I'm not wrong. It's probably 10, but Maybe more for me. I
Well,
never-
Phil, it's
I don't-
it's the attention economy. So what you're describing is what captures right? That's the currency, and it's saying the most outrageous or the most biting, the harshest criticism,
but they say it nicely, right?
invoking.
Because you're a nice guy, right? As long as you're poised and you keep it calm, you not much can be done about you, and that's how I feel. I know I keep saying that.
Quit,
But that's
quit
okay.
blowing up the little things. This isn't that
Sure.
big of a
the petty
deal.
shit,
It's
man.
2026.
Yeah,
People
how are
look
the Leafs
beyond.
doing in the standings? Do you think they care? They don't have time to worry about this nonsense. They want to win hockey games. You think their coach? You think Berube gives a what a headache? I guarantee you, he's yelling at Nylander not because of the finger, because of the distraction. That's what old school guys like. Hey, you don't have to be old school to want to win. This is smoke. This is he's a human being. You think come on, man. People are
People
so
this for a second,
willfully naive, and I don't know why. I don't know what's fun about that. I mean, you must live a beautiful life if this is disgusting to you. I mean,
I would argue on a story like this that the 90% of rational, normal kind of people would never bother to comment, which in of itself shows you how little value there are in comments. If it's not worth my energy, why to do so as a, because this is a you could have a very constructive, healthy debate as far as like, what is obscene? What does that matter? What does it? And not that I care to necessarily, but
yeah, no.
right. And so I think that I think you love the fight. I think that you.
Oh, I'm confrontational. I enjoy it. Yeah,
you seek people that have the perspective you don't like, and that it juices your batteries to get outraged by it.
You're probably right. Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say I go out of my way. I don't have Twitter on my phone. That was a big step for me. I have Twitter on my computer. Yeah.
Well, and my kids love the comments. Like, and so I'm not saying that if you're like they'll sit in TikTok and they'll spend, and I became aware of this because I would be driving in the car. I don't know if Louis or Phil, you guys have had this experience too, like with any of your kids, but the same stupid TikTok song will play over and over and over, like for 20 minutes. And I'll like, can you stop that noise? And it's like,
can you stop?
I can't handle listening to the same thing over and over again. And my kid's like, oh, I'm just in the comments.
No,
It's like, you've been in the comments for 20 minutes in one post.
Mine's an Instagram kid. He's not really a TikTok kid. He likes his Instagram. Yeah, he doesn't even follow us. Can you believe that?
Oh, you haven't
What a
heard
little
it.
jerk. I know. It's like, did you see my last story? He's like, no, I don't follow you. Yeah.
Well, all this said, if you guys want to join the conversation, comment.
No. It doesn't matter. I don't. Oh, yes. Well, I'm not reading. I don't care.
Comment how out of touch Phil is once again.
Yeah. Boomer. They don't make them like they used to.
I'll just go Ricky Gervais on it. I don't care.
love Ricky Gervais. I wish
I don't
Ricky
care.
Gervais was my neighbor. He'd be
I don't
great.
care. I don't care.
You don't what?
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
Exactly.
Unapologetic, baby. Yeah.
Okay.
My theme.
Well, maybe Willie Nylander was frustrated because the Maple Leafs are currently 6 points out of the final wildcard spot in the Eastern Conference. Ooh, that's not
still better than my crappy team.
Lost 4 straight games at the time I was doing my research. Now, Nylander has returned to practice his skating, signaling he could come back to action soon. He's not having a terrible season. In 37 games played, he has 17 goals, 31 assists for 48 points. So, having a good year. Still probably the best player on their team, huh?
Oh yeah,
Fingers
big time. I
beat
heard
down.
Bobby McCann might be. I like him. He's like a little Rudy out there. Not as little as Rudy, but yeah, I hate how I like some of the play of some of their play. Like Nyes is awesome. Matthew Nyes is great. Any team would be lucky to have him on there.
This is so bad I probably shouldn't say it, but I saw the funniest meme today. It was of Craig Berube and his big the
accent, yeah,
the crescent scar in his head, and they made a panic meter out of it.
It looks like an oven. He looks like Merv on Home Alone.
That looks like it hurt a lot.
Yeah, when he's like, no, it's not a big deal. I'm like, dude, I've had 70 stitches in my arm. That's a big deal in my arm. Your head? Come on, dude. Like, what are you? You know how much that must have bled? The head bleeds. Like you a pinprick on your head, you're gushing for
I
a
had
while,
50
right?
stitches in the back of my head.
Oh, there you go. So you
Oh,
know, Louis.
boy.
Yeah, that's you. Everyone thinks you're dead when you get hit in the head. Yeah. Or
Well,
cut.
I was walking back. The incident, I'm not even going to talk about it. It's stupid, but happened up at the park, and I was in like, I don't know,
Is this the park you're not legally allowed at anymore?
No, 6th or 7th grade.
No, a different one.
And we were walking, I was walking home, and some guy on his deck, I swear, was 50 yards plus away, yelled, "Are you okay?" I mean, it must have just been coming out.
Yeah, gushing, eh?
Well, what happened? Did you trip or something?
I had an accident with a golf club.
No,
that
it's supposed to
sounds like
swing through the ball, not around your head.
Yeah,
All right.
John Daly did. Okay, one more story. I just thought this was interesting and maybe a little telling about where the collectibles market,
Oh, no.
how much exposure it's had. So this story comes from collect.com. Marcos Tomas Perez, a 62-year-old former Miami Heat security guard, has been sentenced to 3 years in federal prison in order to repay $1.9 million in restitution for transporting stolen goods across state lines. He pleaded guilty in the Southern District of Florida courts in August after being accused by authorities of stealing more than 400 game-used jerseys from the Miami Heat facilities.
Whoa! Well, go big or go
Wow.
home is my motto.
Right.
I guess you listen to that, eh?
Before working for the Heat, Perez was a Miami cop for 25 years.
Oh, you biggest gang in the world, boys in blue.
He was employed by the team from 2016 to 2021. And according to allegations from the U.S. Attorney's Office, Perez stole jerseys and other items from a secured equipment room and sold them to online brokers, including more than 100 stolen items over a period of 3+ years, for which he earned $1.9 million. Apparently, he often sold items below market value.
Duh.
Now, he allegedly had access to the equipment room from working game day security at the Cassia Center. I'm not sure what the arena's called.
How'd he get caught?
I don't know if it said that. I think, well, he probably got greedy. It's like at some point they're going to miss. It's like, wait, don't we have like
Holy
400 jerseys?
Yeah, that's crazy.
The Heat, as in they, had been setting aside the memorabilia for a future Miami Heat museum. And again, I thought this was worth bringing up as card and memorabilia values keep rising. I think we're going to see more and more of this. And I'm sure that within the last year or two, almost every professional sports team has had to take a hard look about how they protect and store
that's a revenue stream,
memorabilia.
right? You're throwing away money if you're. Well, I was going to say donating to charity, but you know what I mean. Yeah, they're listen. Everyone wants to be nice to charity, but if a corporation can, they're like, sure, we'll lose 10% of what we could make on that. Not a chance. You're going to capitalize.
It's so often
for sure.
too that greed does criminals in. Like if you probably would have swiped 10 jerseys over 5 years, no one would have noticed. But you just
got a Toyota Corolla instead of the Tundra souped up, you know?
Oh, going Toyota. Attaboy.
Yeah.
there you go. New product release is brought to you by Gongshow partner GP Sports and their hobby shop Total Sports Cards. 24.25 O-Pee-Chee is out. If you're in Canada, get your boxes at totalsportscards.com or in their Etobicoke shop if you're in the GTA. $95 Canadian at totalsportcards.com. That's not bad. Great product for under $100. Cheap rip if you're in Canada. And remember, they can ship all the latest releases right to your doorstep in Canada. And if you don't want O-Pee-Chee, they have everything that's new. They have Blackhawk Centennial tins, which have been a tough get here in Minnesota. So that's pretty cool too. Also, if you're looking for some hobby fun, be sure to get your break spots for Grant's Friday night breaks at the GP Sports Cards, or that will be on the GP Sports Cards YouTube channel. And the website's the same name, gpsportcards.com. Grant from GP Sports, as we know, just got a big card in the past week. Mm-hmm. It's the Gretzky Shield Auto 101. He put over a $200,000 bounty on a number of months ago. And since most of us will never have that experience, we thought it'd be fun to get the backstory and forward story and maybe side story of how this all went down. On Tuesday, Philip and I had a chance to chat with Grant all about it, and here's our conversation. Hey, Grant, welcome back to the show.
How's it going, guys?
Phil, what are you doing?
I'm being supportive.
Okay. When 2425 Ultimate was released, you announced, this was a few months ago now, a 225,000 CAD bounty on the Wayne Gretzky Shield Auto 101 that was included on the checklist. So before we get into the card that now you have acquired, I just want to ask you again, like, what was your original motivation for offering that bounty?
Yeah, so the original motivation was just earlier this year. I had a Gretzky Shield Auto in my PC, and I ended up letting it go. So sort of the stars aligned. Obviously, wanted to put out a bounty there and try to get one back for a similar number. I knew when I sold mine, like it was just before like the whole boom happened with Shields, and it was sort of like while it was starting to just like start to climb. And for me, that amount of money was just like unbelievable for the business. So, it was a good opportunity to sort of move it and put it back into the business. And it was a card that was in my collection, but sort of that price came around where it was like, I bought this card in 2021 for a literal fraction of what I was selling it for. And it was just like almost too much. Like I was trying to not sell it, but had to let it go. And yeah, so that's the motivation, was just trying to get a piece back that I moved earlier in the year. And every time I sell a card, it seems like I regret it. So I love it too much. And so I saw the opportunity and wanted to try to get back.
So when you offer a $225,000 bounty, what percentage of that is Grant just wants the card in his PC versus it's a good marketing and publicity for my business?
Like 99% is like, I want the card for my PC, or like I collect the card. That's why like we haven't put out any other bounties on stuff that I don't, truly collect and want for my personal collection. Just because like when I put out a bounty, and of course we've seen some of the shields on my list, sell above the bounty price. But at that time, like I would have considered all those numbers much higher than the expected value of the card. And that's to me what like the purpose of a public bounty should be, is you should be putting out a number that's higher and draws more attention than what it would go for at an auction or a sale price. And so that's typically the only time I'd feel comfortable doing that, is for a card that I know I'm going to keep for myself, or I believe in long term. And all those shields were based on that. So that's why, I obviously extend to the guys like McDavid, Ovechkin, Crosby. I deal in all those big high-end shields, but that's not truly what I collect and love. So that's why I don't put out bounties on those players.
So you gave a moonshot offer, and the landscape kind of changed, right? You didn't even break the atmosphere for some of the cards. Did you pick up the Medano by any chance, or no?
Kurt's got that one. So actually on the list, like we've gotten a good number of the cards on our list for 24-25.
Nice, good for you.
And then Kurt was, I'm good buddies with him. So if that road crosses and I need that card to complete all of them, I think he'll move it.
A deal could be made.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
for sure.
When did you catch wind that the Gretzky had been pulled?
So I have a good buddy. So David Adams pulled the card, and I have a good friend who he's a big good hobby collector, and he rips a lot of cups. So a lot of breakers know him, and he's well diverse in the breaking industry. He spends a lot of money on cases and that sort of stuff. So I'm very close with him, and I give him advice on some bigger cards and collections and that sort of thing. So he contacted me right away because he had an in on David Adam Card World. So right when the card got pulled, he texted me like right away. He's like, "Yo, man, like I just saw this get pulled on stream, like absolutely insane." So we knew about it like pretty quick, and the process took weeks, but we knew about it right when it was pulled, like the week of.
So it was just a regular break that someone bought into? Do you know if it was random or team select?
So it was a personal box for 190 USD.
Oh my goodness.
Personal box, yeah. And so I spoke with the customer about it, and crazy, like just
you spoke to the customer directly?
Yeah, so it took like probably about a week to get in contact with the actual person who pulled it.
Okay.
We were speaking with the breaker, and then eventually we got in contact with the person who pulled it, and sort of, obviously start the negotiation. That took a couple of days as well. But yeah, I asked him right away. I was like, "How'd you pull it? Like, congrats!" Like,
yeah.
Insane.
It's like, well, I took my left hand, I grabbed the pack, I grabbed my right hand, my fingers. How do you transfer? You don't have to answer this if you don't want, but like, I probably shouldn't ask. How do you transfer that kind of money across the border? Like, you could make a movie, or is it all digital now? Or you could say it's private. I totally told me to be quiet. I don't know.
No, I'd like to touch on this because it's actually very cool, because that was my main issue, is dealing with these high-end pieces and these high-end valued cards in Canada. It's much easier, right? Like anytime a card gets pulled in Canada, we can either fly out to them, drive out to them. We can offer cash, we can offer transfer. Like we're
Beaver
pretty
tails
flexible.
currency up here.
Well, anything they want is very
Maple
easy for
donuts.
us to do in Canada. But when you're talking about this amount of money, like anything that goes over 6 digits cross border, it gets complicated. Not to the extent of
The
what it
FinTrack or
would be.
something.
A wire would be very easy, but the unique specific to this case is the customer wanted all cash, and that is that is a challenge. And so that's why I was like pushing really hard. I'm like, can we just make you a wire? It's super easy. But again, I understand this collector's standpoint. He got a $190 box, and this is why he doesn't want his name out there. But he got a $190 box.
I don't blame him.
He doesn't want to
Bitcoin
that
or
much
something.
money. Yeah, like the taxes, that's the biggest thing. And dealing in this space a lot, these very high-end ticket items, it's very common. You don't want to receive this big of a transfer of fund into your account. Obviously, the government looks at that and the taxes you have to pay on that. So
Tell him to drive up. Give him the cash. If he drives up, then he has to worry about it.
Well, here's the problem: is going cross-border with that amount of money. Anything over $10,000 has to be declared.
That's it. You didn't hear what I said. That's his problem. You got to get him to drive up here.
Well, when you
Take
want the
money.
card,
But,
and
he-
we should
he's
say
coming
too,
back with that.
everybody, that the person who purchased the card is legally obligated to pay his taxes, but that's not
Why are you saying that?
necessarily Grant's problem.
Oh, okay. You like because we're professionals.
Once we give the cash, that's
Yeah.
our-
No,
It's on
that's
him.
But for this challenge was we had to now look at getting over $200,000 USD
Yeah.
converted over into the US. So it was a challenge, and all the stars aligned on this transaction. Like first, I was speaking with the person who pulled it, and we got to a deal. And the way it sort of worked out is I was telling him, I said, like, look, my bounty, and I said this in my intro videos, I believe the card was worth a lot more than that 225,000 Canadian. That was around what I sold my other one for. So that's what I felt comfortable putting that bounty out there. And a lot of people were like, wow, this is a crazy number. But I knew the number was going to be higher. There was people saying that they would top.
Sharks were swimming. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly. So within a day of the card being pulled and him starting to talk with other people, he said like, hey, your offer's topped. And I said, totally, that makes sense. So I said, just throw out a number, take a few days, and throw out a number that you feel comfortable with. And he gave us that number, and we closed the deal that same day. So now it was about working on getting him the cash, because that was one thing that he said. He said,
So it's more than the bounty.
oh, it's well more than the bounty.
Oh my God! This whole time I thought we were talking about 200 and a quarter.
No, it's over 3 Canadian, quite a bit over 3.
Balls on you, Paterson. Atta boy.
Yeah,
So-
how close were you to your limit? Did you consider tapping out at some point?
So the number he gave us, it worked. Like I was okay with it. It's sort of hard because I envision this card in a different sphere. If you're looking at like the Jordans and that sort of thing, and I believe in hockey so much that I'm super confident in this card. And obviously this amount of money is like insane for me. Like I'm not like that crazy.
Drug dealer money, man. What's going on over here? That's crazy.
It was a big investment. Like, again, I said, like, I don't have a house, but I got a Gretzky. It's like hilarious. So I put like all my eggs in this basket. And again, I've never bought anything really outside of cards. So for me, it was just something I believe in. But the main challenge was getting those funds over to the US. And so this is where the stars aligned, is Adam from Dave & Adams, who owns the company. We were at a Upper Deck conference, sort of just worked out that the CDD meeting was the same week of this card being pulled and everything sort of transpiring. And we were in a meeting, and I introduced myself to Adam, and I said, hey, I'm the one who put out the bounty. We're trying to work on a deal with your customer. And so we talked and we worked everything out.
Perfect.
It worked out so well because he's a huge company in the US and he has US currency. We have Canadian currency. So we pretty much just worked out,
You made it happen.
deal.
You made it
we
happen.
And
You scratched his back. He scratched your back.
Exactly. So all I
A lot
can
of
say,
backs were scratched, and a deal happened.
but a big shout out to Adam from Dave & Adams, because all the power to them. They do not have to do that sort of thing, and they really take care of us, and then that situation they went above and beyond, and that's another store that sort of appreciates, a card sale like this. And the same thing with, his bounty. I know he got some backlash with the $1 million Bedard bounty, but what that did for other shop owners, it was enormous. So
I don't think he cares. Backlash. Well, there was. Oh, whatever. I'm gonna jump in my pool. See ya.
But so it was like sort of a mutual thing. He respected us putting out the bounty and pursuing the card. And I really appreciate what he did for us.
Do you have any inclination as to how many competitors you had on this deal? Like how many offers the card holder had received?
He didn't tell me exactly. I know just 2 off the top of my head that were, again, above our 225 number. And it's funny because this high end space is a little different, where their higher number was like 230 or 235. Like, they would throw that out there publicly, like, $5,000 or $10,000 more. But at the end of the day, we both knew, we're willing to go much, much higher than that number. So that's where the game sort of work out. And the way I like to do business on these high end, deals is just like, I allow the seller to sort of pursue any offer that they have coming in. I just say, when you come to me with a number, be comfortable and be willing to sell it at that price. And if it works for both of us, it works, So I don't know
pressure, right?
how much I got bid up and how much he inflated that number, but it was a number I felt comfortable with, and I wanted to take a stab at it, and it worked out.
Do you know the other people? Do you know, like, does that get awkward?
It doesn't get awkward. The high end space, we all trade and sell to each other back and forth. We exchange cards here and here. But I definitely knew who was above my initial offer. I don't know the extent of how high they went.
You could not like someone and respect them and respect their business. I mean, that's
for sure
totally normal. Yeah.
The only thing you don't ever want to become in a negotiation like this is leverage for the person to get another higher offer. I think that's the big thing you have to protect yourself against. And so it's like when you give an offer, usually you, like I've never done a $300,000 card negotiation, but I've done bigger business negotiations, is that you give a deadline. You say, here's my offer. It's good for 24 hours. And
good point, Josh. That's one thing I'm going to be changing when
story time. Let's go.
I think, like, out of every card on our list, it would get pulled and people would be like, okay, well, in the back of their head that bounty's there for them, and now they can explore every other option. And when they circle back to us, it feels like, I'm overpaying.
Yeah.
I'm like, and again, I put those bounties numbers out there for that reason, but it just doesn't feel the same, especially as a collector, like, to know that, the card was posted everywhere and then they circle back to you. It's just not the best feeling. So I do try to do that when I make my offers. I obviously try to make it, appealing, and I take a risk on a lot of the high end items that I do. And I'll take a risk because, it's the factor of the unknown. You don't know exactly, right? It's a 101. It's who knows what's out there. And that's the fun and exciting part for me. So that's what I try to do for these high end pieces.
Is it your favorite hockey card now?
You know what?
Just because
Truthfully, like, the reason I let the card go in the first place is that Gretzky Shield is it's like sort of like out of my, I'm a collector at heart, but it's
that's a step up. Yeah,
it's out of my field. Like, for me, like a Lemieux Shield at 10% or 20% of that number, and I'm a Penguins fan, like, that is, to me, an all-day thing for me. That's originally why I sold my Gretzky, is because I had an opportunity to buy a Lemieux Shield that I've been hunting for 5 years, and the seller finally said, hey, I'm looking to sell it. So I took that money from the Gretzky right away and I put it into a McDavid and a Lemieux.
That's how you do it. That's the right way.
So like, at the same time, when you ask that question, no, it's not my favorite card by any means, but it's one that's a cornerstone for what I collect and my collection. But it's just like the price point. It's like, like, I'm used to like the 30, 40, like, maxing out what I spend on a card, and that one's at a whole nother level.
It adds a few inches to your manhood in our hobby as well. Maybe not with the ladies, but with the boys it does. Yeah,
you have weird goals, Phil. If the hobby keeps growing and booming like it has, and we're seeing some big money, people whose bank accounts start with B's enter the hobby. Are you a little worried that down the road you might be too small a fish in a big pond? I mean, you're very successful, so that's not a slight for a person your age.
He's trying to scale, Josh. He's trying to scale.
But if there's a big card and somebody can And the difference between 300 and 500,000 is nothing to them.
Yeah.
That's exactly why I thought this card was potentially getting to that point. You know, maybe it's not there now, but in the next, you know, year or couple years, like I thought this was my last chance to own this card ever. And if it continues to go like that, like I sold mine obviously, and this number was higher than I sold mine for, but I thought this was really my last chance to ever own this Gretzky Shield autograph, a solo. So I took it, and I believe in it. And I know, you know, I hope one day it gets to that point and it sort of, you know, goes out of my budget. And I think that's good for the hobby. It shows the growth. And yeah, that's definitely a thought in the back of my head. But
what's the minimum price if somebody came to you today to buy the card?
Yeah.
Where you'd be like, sold?
Yeah, good question. $1 million. It'd be $1 million,
really
I think.
no, it would not be $1 million. The millions.
No?
I don't know.
Like 500 grand cash. Like if I had 500,000 in, like, I mean, it would be like
I don't
funny
know.
money.
Like if you, yeah, I
You don't
know.
even like money. You don't buy anything. You just stay and live in the shop. What do you want 500K for? What, you're gonna go to Florida? You'd be stressed out. Who's doing the breaks? Did Sam go to the mailbox? Blah, blah.
Here's the thing that like I have to justify it for something else to buy. Like and that's where it's like when I sold these cards last year, I was also thinking in the back of my head, like, okay, I'm gonna pick up the Lemieux Shield. I'm gonna get like I'm such a collector that if I sold an item like that, I'd want to put it back into other cards or a collection or an experience in this hobby. I'm not gonna go buy a car or something. Like that's just not me. Like I literally, like when I say this, like I spend every dollar back into this hobby, and like
I saw your car, dude. Go. You should go buy a car. You should go buy another car. Please, for the love of God.
If you ask my dad, I'm not one to drive a nice car because, you know,
dude, Troy, your dad pulls me aside every time. He's like, "Can you talk to this kid?" I'm like,
okay. I have an offer for you. What if I offered you 400,000 and I'll buy out all your EX 2000?
Oh, it's gone. So
he would do that in a heartbeat. You lost 300 grand though, Grant. I don't care. Get it out of the store.
Okay, I've got. Do you know, like, have you done the homework, or do you know somebody that's tried to estimate? Because okay, so if I own this card, what I would be thinking is, what's the likelihood of more Gretzky 101 shields coming? And that obviously the big factor there is how many game used jerseys can be acquired that were produced after the NHL put the shield on the jersey. Do you have any concept as to how many more are possible down the road?
I've done my research on that end, and it's the same thing for the collectors who collect like the Oilers jerseys, game used patches for Gretzky, and that extends to almost every legend. You can sort of see where their market on their game used jerseys go, and if Upper Deck is going to be willing to pay that price, and Gretzky's at a price point where it has taken them. The last shield that they made, you know, was 2020, but then before that it was like 20. Like we're talking about once every 5 to 10 years for a Gretzky solo shield nowadays. So, and you look at the numbers that they're going for, and they're getting very expensive for a full gamer, which is what Upper Deck would have to do just to get this shield. You know, then they had to use all the memorabilia for that.
And then that's
it's
one
expensive.
card with that shield, right?
Exactly.
That's the one. Yeah.
So I did do the calculation on that, and I know the number of solo shield autographs for Gretzky, and it's almost a fraction of how many logomans of these other big guys in other sports are. So, you know, say that they did put out another one in the next 5 years, but the max that they're going to do is 2 in the next 10 years. And that's a long amount of time, and only 2 more surfacing. And I don't even think it's going to be 2. So, I definitely did that calculation and wanted to make sure I knew that information and that research before I made my decision. And that's a lot of also for guys like Lemieux and those upper echelon Hall of Famers. It's expensive to get their gamer jerseys now, and Upper Deck has to consider that when they're buying them.
Do you plan to do more bounties, or is it purely circumstantial? Like if an amazing card like the Gretzky Shield comes about, you'd consider it again? Or I guess, how has this experience worked out for you?
It's been awesome. Honestly, like when I first put out the bounty, I wasn't thinking at all about, you know, in like the market and publicity. And obviously I knew of it in the back of my head, but it was truly just like, okay, this was the most stacked checklist of Hall of Famer shields I've seen in Ultimate for the last 6-7 years. Like I haven't seen these type of names get on a checklist in so long. So I was like, I really wanted some of these cards, and I was like, let's just make a big list. For the feedback that I've got and the experience with it, I probably will do it again. I think it's going to be exclusive to Ultimate or any checklist that gets a lot of Hall of Famer shields on it. Like if Cup had like 5 or 6 Hall of Famers, I probably would have done it for this year's Cup. But I do think I'll continue to make the list, and it's just hard because Upper Deck doesn't have access to those Hall of Famer jerseys. So next year might only be 3 or 4 legends on the list. I might include, again, a couple guys like Crosby and Ovechkin, because people aren't really aware where the market is on those cards. So putting out that bounty might, also help the person who pulls it and, make people more interested in buying the product as well.
One thing that I've noticed over the past year is it really feels like, now I know that hockey sales are nothing compared to basketball, baseball, football, so on and so forth. But so many of the big sales are done privately. And I just wonder if it's a higher percentage for some reason in hockey than other, because we hear about stuff around here. And I know of so many 6-figure deals that go down all the time. But if you look for 6-figure deals on Card Ladder, you're not going to find them. And I wonder if to some degree, if that hurts the visibility of our hobby a little bit. Like, would it be better marketing for the hobby overall to have these cards auctioned on Heritage or Fanatics or some of the big auction Slab Sharks or some of the big auction houses? What do you think about that?
100%. I was watching an episode with Ben, and you spoke on that, and I do think that for sure would get more eyeballs and publicity to hockey. Although I think we're getting like a natural growth right now and some eyeballs onto it. As someone who deals in that space, a lot of the cards for hockey are moved privately, and that's because the collector base that has bought these cards at these prices there's a very select few amount of collectors.
We all know each other, even the Dolphin tier.
Exactly. So like it doesn't hit open auction very often, and there's a lot of risk. Again, when we're talking about these high end cards, like you look at, again, it was before the market exploded on McDavid, but some of the McDavid shields earlier this year went for okay numbers. Now we're talking about double the price of that. And so someone who is going to go auction one, they're going to assume that card is going to go for 40, 45. Like it's a risk, and it's a give and take, where if you have the select buyer that knows that they're going to pay 70 or 75K, like when they move that card, they're getting almost double comp, and they're comfortable with it. So there's pros and cons for both ends. But from someone who deals in that space, I don't send many cards to auction. I'd rather, know who I'm going to move it to, or, obviously keep the card if I believe in it. But another big factor as well is a lot of people want to do deals outside of an auction house. Again, they don't want to receive a big $80,000 transfer or $100,000 transfer. So that does play a factor in some of people's
or pay the commission too if you don't have to, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So it depends people's situations, but yeah, I'm shocked as well. We don't see as many cards hit auction, but when they do, like, I haven't been blown out of the water. So it'd be exciting to see a card like that Gretzky Shield go to auction, but you never know. Like, would I risk it? No, like 100% not. So
yeah, I think to your point, and Phil, what you said a little bit too, is that, well, people always act in their own self-interest. And if the pool of hockey hobby whales is pretty small and everyone kind of knows each other, it doesn't matter as much. As the hobby grows and you get some big buyers in China and big buyers in Scandinavia and some in Tokyo and all in Australia, where it makes more sense to auction, to expose your card to people that fall outside of this little Canada, US network of people, then people will put up with the transactions being recorded and paying commissions and stuff like that. And so
couldn't you register with Card Ladder? Like, couldn't Grant GP Sports out of the box? Couldn't these card shops, like even Kenny at Imperial Gardens, if he gets a big sale, couldn't they vet? Couldn't Card Ladder vet Grant?
They will, but it's like it's putting on record and putting a trail on that too. And I assume some people just want to remain anonymous.
Okay.
Yeah, like when I deal to most of these customers, they don't want the sale out there as well.
Well, then say GP Sports acquired a card from Anonymous, from John
Yeah,
Doe.
like anytime I pay for a card, I would be totally fine with that.
Yeah, that's I never thought of that, Josh, when you said we don't get exposure on these big deals. That's a big thing that we
those
should.
are headlines, and that's what create. Again, this is this whole kind of weird thing, and we're part of the problem if that's the way you want to put it. Where
Brandon has to go to the bathroom.
yeah, he had diarrhea. If you
Oh, so he's in the room, eh?
if you most people will never, and probably including me, be able to afford a card like this, and so why put the focus on it? Because it's interesting. It grabs headlines. It introduces. I'm sorry, but Josh Madigan buying a Mario Lemieux Red Prism 2018 O-Pee-Chee Platinum isn't going to make a hobby news story.
No, but
anytime soon.
what about a threshold? Any 10K and up? It just it's something to remedy. It's something to go.
It's interesting.
Card Ladder is a friend of the show, are they not? So it'd be something that would be good. And we're such a small community, and we do know a lot of the bigger fish in the pond. So listen, the bad actors will get kicked out quick if there's any hoopla, right? So you hope so, anyways.
I do think one thing for 101s too, as well, to speak on it is like I know personally myself as well. Like I like the thing that makes me excited about 101s, and I know I've overpaid on a lot of cards this year, but it's the shock factor of no one seeing that card before you acquire it.
Yeah.
Or
busting it out and seeing like people's faces, right?
Like, and that's where like I did a video recently on my YouTube channel of cards that I collected back in the day, like 2013 to like 2018, where these were 101s and the market was completely different. But I used to be a collector where I would never post a single mail day, anything. And I would just store it, put it into my, safety deposit box, or just store it aside. And
like Ziri, it's like puts it in the vault, right? Yeah.
Like, I like the cards being in my collection and not being surfaced. That was sort of like my excitement of the 101s and the draw to my collection. I just didn't share it publicly before the YouTube channel and that sort of thing. I think a lot of collectors are like that. So from my end, from when I'm buying, like that's a big factor for me. Like once that card hits the market, it's just it loses that like sort of aura and that like attraction of never surfacing before. So
what's your now current dream card that you don't own that you would absolutely like would be the top of the mountain for you?
It's a good question.
Like a rookie Crosby Shield, something like that?
Say it, because I know if another one goes out there, I will get.
Don't say it then. Don't risk it. Don't risk it.
But it is a Hall of Famer shield. So my whole goal of
chemical
my
composition card.
Well, I collect Hall of Famer shield autos, and there's a few big Hall of Famers that I don't have on the list. And there's some players that don't surface ever, and one of the guys that I need the most is not going to have another one with Upper Deck, so it's one of those cards that I'm going to have to pry out of a collector's hands if one day I hope to acquire it. But that would be the dream card right now.
Do you know who has it?
I know a few guys who have a few of them, but they're like, again, they're diehards as well. No matter what that number is, if it's realistic, they wouldn't even think.
His collection, I think a lot of, like, if this person just decided to go like knee deep into Pokemon or something like that and put all their cards up for auction, is Leslie Snipes, like his Gordie Howe limited logos and Gretzky limited logos.
I'll throw David Chow in the mix. You're like, no, Phil, he's got big cards. He's got big cards. I'm like, yeah, I don't know, but and then we talk to him, he's pulling like $100,000 like the cards I've never seen.
I love that. Like hockey, especially, like there's so many Grail collectors that we don't even know of, or that like we know, like Leslie, and we know David Chow, but like there's guys who have crazy stuff that has never surfaced, no social media. Like I was talking with Mitch is like a history book. Like this man keeps a record of every single card that he comes across, and he was like showing me a collection of a collector in LA because I was going down there. And the cards that he showed me, I literally, like, I was drooling. I was like, oh my, I've never seen these in my life. And these are like the Grail cards that people would wonder where they are. And this one collector has like so many of them. I'm like,
I've befriended, or I've friended, I don't know what word to say, somebody from New York. He just, no Instagram, no social media, very involved in the hobby locally. He has he's trying to finish his second all-time Future Watch set. I'm like, dude, I'm like, you have a Gretzky? He's like, well, actually I have two. Nobody knows who he is. And he loves hockey. it's they're out there. There's so many of these guys out there, and we don't know that, you know. Anyway,
So do you still have that Gretzky?
I would, buddy. That's in the coffin with me. Yeah. Yeah. No, of course I have that Gretzky. Yeah. Dude, even if I didn't wanted to sell it, I'd feel bad. The deal you gave me. Come on, man. I walked away. I could have sold it for $2,000 more right after. I didn't. Yeah, I love it. That's one of my favorite cards of all time, brother.
Yeah.
That means a lot to me, you giving me that deal. Thank you.
Okay. Well, congratulations. You got a big card.
When do you
What's
get
going
it?
down- What?
When does, not you, when does
Yeah.
Grant, when do you get the card?
He has it.
Oh, I already have it.
Oh, you physically have the custody of the card right now?
I had
Yeah,
it
it's in
like
his
a
wallet.
well, now it's
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. I
It
thought
is-
it's still in the
it
mail
is-
or something. I don't know.
It is in the bag. I'm not. I do not have possession right now. But yeah, no, it was last week or a week and a half ago that we got it.
Oh, okay.
From Adams, and then
It's in the glove box of his 92 Corolla.
What's wrong with a Corolla, man? Toyota's the best.
I love
Anyway.
Toyota. I'm a Toyota guy.
I'm a
That's all
Honda
I drive.
Honda
I'm a
Civic.
Toyota guy.
Like,
Okay, tomorrow night, big night of breaks at GP Sports Cards YouTube. What's going down? What do you got planned?
yeah, we got some cup. You know what? Actually, right now is crazy. Is cup is drying up so fast for 24-25. So we still got a few cases in the arsenal. So we're going to be doing one per night right now. Just I think we're going to be able to last like maybe 2 or 3 more weeks max, and then the price of reorder is above what we're lining at, so it just doesn't make sense. So we're going to have some cup cases to take advantage of the final few. We got some SPA in the mix, and then our mega mixers. I'm excited. Hopefully reloaded soon. We're going to get those back, the repacks. So
Yeah.
that's exciting. And then yeah, the usual schedule for Wednesday and Friday, and SP Game News is coming soon, and I am so excited for that. It's going to feature 4
Oh, you are?
nations.
That's cool.
Yeah, Four
Yeah,
Nations.
That's going to be
Oh, that's
right
right. Yes. Okay.
in
Yeah.
the Olympics. So that's going to be a sneaky set. So super pumped for that. And then we're going to have extended. I just got my numbers for extended yesterday, so we're going to have extended pre-orders.
What does that
going
mean?
away.
I got my numbers for extended. What, like how much you're ordering?
Allocation.
Allocation on it, yeah. So we're going to release our wave 1 probably next week. So that's going to be a hot product.
No
Super.
All right, we'll keep people posted. Congratulations on your Gretzky. We'll talk to you soon, Grant.
Appreciate it, guys.
Brant.
Old guys.
Old guys. Yeah, we pronounce names wrong. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you again to Grant for joining the show. Always crazy to hear stories about how big cards get purchased. I have a question for you guys.
Go.
If you had a $300,000 plus card, what would you do with it? Like, where would you keep it? Would you be afraid to have it in your house? Would you put it in a bank vault or something like that? What would you do?
I'm bad with it. I'd probably just put it in the same spot my other ones.
Your butt?
No.
Oh,
I'd keep it here. I'd have it displayed somewhere.
oh yeah, you would like dedicate a whole wall to it, and then I would come and rob you.
That's funny. That's funny.
But you would do a good job because you're very artsy and creative in that way. Optimizer Prime here has been redoing his whole basement, and it's looking pretty sweet.
Josh just won't let it go, eh?
No, it's my new favorite thing to observe from afar.
I redo my basement one time,
Yeah.
and it's Optimizer Prime.
No, well, it's a theme, Louis. It's I listen. He's not wrong. It's
What
so
else have I
funny.
done?
It's when you redo things. Like your computer setup is the best part because you've had every ARM monitor combination.
Yeah, it's got to be
Possible.
right.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Believe me, if the worst somebody can say about you is that you're Optimizer Prime, I would take that in a heartbeat.
Okay.
I mean, think of what people say about Phil.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Anything else stand out about our conversation with Grant the other day, Philip?
I love how it feels like he's just a big kid like us, but he's a workaholic. I wish he would, well, not right now, but maybe when the time is right, he would enjoy the fruits of his labor, right?
Maybe buy a house at some point. He
Yeah, or a
really
new
needs
car.
a new car, though.
Yeah,
Dude,
the
he needs a
car thing's bonkers. Yeah.
I hope his
Basic
kids like hockey cards. That would be awkward.
Yeah. You got to meet a girl first, though.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not one to talk. I'm just pointing it out.
Well, you've had some hot tub escapades lately where you almost lost your toes.
I've filled my quota and then some. I'm okay. I'm good. I'm ready to have some fun with my hockey cards and have a good time and go to bed early, wake up early.
One last very quick note on new product releases. I'm sure most O-Pee-Chee paper fans have seen or noticed that the release was delayed by 1 day due to the snowy, wintry, icy weather that has covered much of North America. And I think Upper Deck had to put out an announcement because of their bounty program, so people didn't lose their minds trying. Because with a lot of these bounties, the best cards are the fastest people to complete the bounty. And so if you were expecting it to come out yesterday and it didn't, you might be a little nervous about that. So, yeah.
Funniest text I got yesterday. My brother, he skated, no pun intended, past the worst of this ice stuff.
Yeah.
But he texted me yesterday, and I guess on the side of his garage, like a fence comes out, and there's a gate there, and that's where his garbage cans are. He goes, "This damn weather froze my gate. I can't open my gate to get my garbage cans out, and it's garbage day tomorrow."
Oh, no.
What's he gonna do?
Yeah, so I thought that was good.
First world
He'll
problems.
be listening to this, but yeah, I thought it was hilarious. And don't text me after 10 o'clock, dude. I'm sleeping. Come on.
Okay, so you mentioned this has been one of my biggest frustrations in life. This is gonna be sad, but ever since we started the show, there's one sound clip that I think exists, but I might have made up. But I think it exists, and I want to say it out loud in case someone knows what it is. It might have been from a cartoon. It might have been for a movie. But at some point, I believe there's a clip that goes something to the effect of, "Let's get on over to the NHL."
No.
I think there is.
That's EA Sports. You're thinking of like EA Sports 96 or something.
It was, but it's like a news desk thing. Like, and so if I'm not like,
You're not.
if I haven't lost
Or
my
you
mind
are.
to make it, because I've searched the internet high and low for this, because I want it for our show and our button bar.
Well, what are you asking? If there was one, or did we have
If
one?
there is one, and
Oh.
somebody listening could point it out and tell me like what it's from, so I could go clip it. That's what I want.
You meant we had it. My bad.
No, we don't. But I think it's like, let's get on over to the NHL.
I don't.
Wouldn't that be fun?
I don't know.
Phil?
It's
Wouldn't that be fun?
ESPN maybe or
I don't know.
I don't know, but
It's bugging me.
no,
Personal
I'm off
pickups.
camera again. Why don't you guys tell me that?
Dude, you bet.
Because it's
Because
funny.
you, okay,
We're done.
okay. Look, are you looking at the screen right now?
Now I am.
Okay. This has been your Phil rant. Oh, and people in the comments and they said,
It's so much energy leaving my body. It's pushing me back. Because I'm not watching us. I'm just. It's
and why do these people think that the finger is such a bad thing?
$5. Get out of here. Nothing.
Do you have any? You don't have any cards? You quit the
I'm
hobby?
in a
What's going
mailbox.
on?
I'm sure. No, there are cards in there, but Bubkiss today. Yeah. Yeah.
How often do you go to your mailbox?
I try not to. I'll go often. Yeah, it bothers me.
But if there's cards in there, isn't it fun? Or are there
No, but
bills and you don't like to see bills?
It's always something that. No, I get the bills on the bank lady set it up on my phone, so I just do it through my phone now. But I don't. I miss the mailbox at my house. I'm just grumpy, right? I still complain.
Oh, is it like one of those at the end of the street things that you have to like walk?
Yeah,
25 steps.
community. Do you guys have plastic bags in USA?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But not everywhere.
All right.
I don't love, like, Target is where I do my grocery shopping here, and they very routinely run out of paper bags. I strongly prefer paper because when groceries for the week may be like 8 paper bags, it then becomes 147 plastic bags.
Yeah. Plus,
This is the
I like them
worst.
for compost too. Well, when I was out in the country, when I bought Hasselhoff's, I spent over $1,000 in a store recently, about a week ago,
Yeah.
and they just, it's to this day, it blows my mind. She's like, thanks, and I'm like, can I have a bag? She's like, well, you didn't want a bag, and I was like, I didn't want to buy the bag for $5. It was $5 for the bag. And I was like, I need 2 of them, and I don't want to pay $10. She's like, well, I can get an associate to help you walk you to your car. And she's like so nice about it. And I'm just like, this is crazy. Like, this is just crazy. So I refused. I was old man stubborn, and I'd make
$5 for a plastic
I'm-
grocery bag.
It was
But
five.
I want that
five. It
damn
was a-
card. I'm gonna overpay for it by $300. Give me it.
No, it's the
principles.
reasons they got rid of. Yeah, I can't get into it, man. I want my bags.
You've,
I don't
you've,
care.
you've hit your rant quota for the day.
Yeah. No, I'm not no, I've defeated. I don't have a rant for bags. I don't. I've accepted it. It is what it is. It's fine.
Well, Baba Louie is a true collector. Why don't you show us all your new cards there,
I
Louie?
will. All right, boys. Back on the sign of the times train.
Never knew
It's,
you were on in the first place.
23-24.
Choo choo.
What? What'd you say?
Talking Robin.
Never
I
knew
didn't
you were
hear you.
on it in the first place or got off. So,
I didn't.
okay.
But here we go again. 23-24, SP Authentic, Sign of the Times, and future Minnesota Wild center, Nico
God.
Hischier.
Part of the he's copying Celebrini's 4 loops and a seagull.
Sure.
I think most teams like Phil's around the league have Jesper Wallstedt hard eyes right now, and I think
Yep.
that could be to our advantage.
Mhm.
Yeah. You guys
Did you guys see the rumor about that? Like if the Wild trade Wallstedt, who the backup will be for the rest of the year, or could be?
Didn't look that far. Who? Does
Yes.
he drive the Zamboni?
No,
Staylock's coming back?
somebody else.
Cam Talbot?
Flower.
No.
And the one reason why he really misses playing, there's a big article
Attention.
about this, is he would feel like a giant idiot because of the whole
Tour.
the whole going away tour thing and then just immediately coming back. That
Yes.
would probably be the one. And I kind of agree with that. I would feel kind of stupid about that too.
I bigly agree.
Mhm.
Yeah. Be a man of principle.
Yeah.
Marc-André Fleury. Huh? Make a decision and keep it.
This is a nice card, Louis, though. I like it.
That's cool.
Anything else?
No, we're good.
Okay.
Yeah. No trains, no more trains you're jumping on and off of.
Choo choo.
I guess I
so
probably
somebody
did.
mentioned a train.
I guess
Come
you're
on,
right.
ride
I
that.
probably
Giggity,
never.
giggity.
I probably never jumped off it, but it's been a while since I grabbed one. So
We got to get Carter to do like some like giggity giggity sound bites. So he becomes then the amalgamation of Yosemite Sam and Quagmire from Family Guy.
I have a
That would
lot
be-
of Carter. I'm always working on my Saskatoon. Well, I'm doing my Brent Wallace video now, but I have a lot of video of Carter in Saskatoon that we could mash up pretty good, but we won't do that because he's my boy. So
I have one pickup. I do. Me. Hi.
oh yeah, did you got this like 2 weeks ago?
couldn't
No?
take your own picture.
No, because the rainbow sheen shine is
Did it?
very pretty and beautiful in this one. I don't like though the tags like reflective pool thing. It's too gimmicky. Just
Well, I
take a
could have
regular
taken
picture
that
of a
out
card.
for you. I left it there.
Okay.
I was gonna, but
You got this from the website?
Yeah, I got it from the tag cert lookup pop report thing.
what'd you
where's your
get though?
card?
What?
What is it?
It's a 1998 O-Pee-Chee Chrome Blast from the Past Gordie Howe Refractor. It's refracting. Tag 9. And
good.
this card is amazing in
It's
hand.
dope.
All these blasts from the past. Maybe the nicest, most striking, beautiful, gorgeous, and sexy, if I may say, refracting card of all time. The Blast from the Past. Like the Gretzky is so rainbowy
Woo!
and beautiful.
Yes,
too.
it is. All 7 of them in my banda.
I can't believe you have 7.
a little baby? No, I have 6.
You got rid of one, right?
Yeah, I have 6. I got rid of the one I hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Horribly off-centered. That's why word got around. I mean, the if you can get an off-centered one for 1,000 to 1,500, you get a. See, this is a thing though. I think that 10 PSA 10 sold for like what 10, 11K last year. So I think people are trying to gem them, and until PSA decides they want another one gemmed, you're not getting it. So
This is a card too, where I know that like some people on this show, Phil, have opinions on grading. This is a card. Any of these blasts from the past refractors online, I would only buy graded because the surfaces can be all horked up when you buy them raw, and so I had a lot of confidence, and this is like where the tag dig report is kind of cool, where it gives you so much detail to see like why. And it was 930, and I think like 950 something is 10, so it was pretty close to that anyways. And so I was very happy to pick this one up. The other nice thing about this purchase is I paid something like $300 for it, and PSA 9 sells for $500. So I'm
That's
like,
great. Wow, you didn't tell me that.
I love the tag dig report, but here's what I'm not liking about it as much anymore is it tells you all the flaws, but it doesn't tell you like what flaw dropped it this much or dropped it to that. Yeah, there's flaws. This was messed up. This was messed up. This was messed up. So that's why it got a 930. Well, what if it's cool, but what specifically was it? I want to know. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Not
What if our
without
wives had
ticky-tack.
dig reports on us?
Oh my God, I'd be a 3.
They have memories. They have memories. That's worse.
Here's your flaws. Just a
Oh,
20-page
man.
report.
I was during COVID. I was in Costco once with the masks on and everything. I had an ex-girlfriend from like 15 years. Just look at my eyes. She was like, "Belle." I'm like, "Ah!" Like what? They remember everything. I'm telling you.
She was your cousin.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so sorry at Christmas. So
No, okay. Good job by you boys.
Yeah.
And we did it.
Have fun on Slab Shark Show tonight, kids.
Oh, yeah. Cannot wait for that. If you like the episode, please leave a rating and review on Apple, Spotify, whatever podcast app you listen to us on. If you love the show, you want to support us, want to chat with us on the Hockey Cards Gongshow Discord server, please consider $5 a month donation. Join our $999 support level tier on Patreon. Link is in the show description, in our Instagram, TikTok profile, and our website, hockeycardsgongshow.com, or on Patreon's website, patreon.com. Search for Hockey Cards Gong Show. You can get Gong Show Reloaded before it sells out. GongShowReloaded.com too. And follow us on social media. We are on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube. Boys, the Hockey Cards Gong Show podcast is a production of Dollarbox Ventures, LLC. Baba Louie, you know what to do. Take us out, buddy.
Bye.
It's the Gong Show, we're dropping the facts. Hockey cards on fire, no holding us back. Josh looking sharp, the face of the scene. Feeling pork chop pants, rocking it clean. Baba Louie in the booth, he's the man with the plan. The best producer in all the land. Gong Show Nation, let's hit the flow. It's the Hockey Cards Gong Show, let's go, let's go. Once in a minute show.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. May God have mercy on your soul.